It's sort of like touching on a pulse of what's happening in the country. So it's I don't know.
And
But
that whole
isn't that
chase
the
through the
amazing-
store too. It was Lauren watching on those monitors, trying to tell you guys where to go. I just loved it so much. Anyway, go ahead.
But isn't that the amazing thing about art, especially right now? We are living in dark times, but art is shining a light and helping people grapple with issues that they may not feel comfortable speaking about.
And honestly, like, I mean, if you, I know it's a very dark topic, but you need to be able to find the humor in things, and sort of like it's a valve. You need to be able to release some of these feelings that you're holding in. So I think our show does that really well.
All right, let's shift gears.
Yes.
Okay.
Other than your series, which we all love, what's the one show on television that we must be watching right now?
Succession.
Because
I'm a
you just made her so happy
My
saying that.
Succession!
I'm obsessed. So obsessed.
Yes. Okay, so tell me why you love it, because I could spend all night telling you why I love it, but it's not about me, it's about you.
Listen, I mean, I love shows about like really super wealthy people because I'm like, one day, I'm gonna have to take a helicopter to go to work.
That's true.
One day, you know what I mean?
But isn't it a little comforting also to see that even wealthy people have such problems and that things aren't all like sunshine and roses?
Absolutely, stars are just like us.
Right.
Yeah, just like us. We all take helicopters to
Right,
work.
absolutely.
Or throw out elaborate meals because we smell a raccoon in our...
Yeah, exactly. I was like, no! Like, seriously, the Filipino in me, I was just like, oh my gosh.
The Nigerian
Don't
in me
waste
was
that.
like, oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. My mom would have kicked somebody.
Oh, but Cherry Jones though, those
Cherry Jones is incredible. But I love the dynamic between cousin Greg and Tom.
Yeah.
They're like the Laurel and Hardy of the
Oh my
show.
God, they're so good.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to
So
talk about
true.
fashion because Shiv's pants are also having their own moment. I think Shiv's pants, those high-waisted wide leg numbers, are
I mean,
a thing.
I'm all about a wide leg. I love her wide leg pants.
Yes.
I love it.
I love your
also-
suit. Talk to me
Thank
about
you.
this.
That's what I was gonna say. This
Listen,
shirt, I'm living for
Thank
this.
you. I have worn this suit so many times. I love Paul Smith. I have my closet of Paul Smith. And I don't know. I do love this suit. I've worn it to a lot of events, but I just sort of switch up the shirt and, poof, it's a
I
new
find
look.
it very appealing.
I love a good pun. Nailed it, Lola.
That's
Nailed it.
funny.
That's funny.
All right, I'm going to let you go before I embarrass myself again.
Again?
Thank you so much for being here. Save a mini
Thanks,
hamburger
congrats
for
on the
us.
show.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks. You too.
Appealing.
he is-
You like
it was
appealing?
appealing. You nailed it on that. Yeah, I do. Seriously, we're
you
gonna
gonna kick me off the
no.
carpet?
Oh my God, no. We're gonna have puns all night for you guys because I live for them. So just get ready, okay? Get ready.
Okay, I'm so happy that he loves Succession as much as I do.
I know he said that, and I saw you light up
eyes
instantly.
lit up.
We have more stars coming in right now. We're gonna
Hello.
bring some more folks in. How are you, Gerrad from Entertainment Weekly? Lola,
Hi,
how
nice
are
to meet
you?
Come in. Oh, you're not playing around
Well,
with the accessories.
welcome to
We're having
Emmys.
fun.
Emmys weekend is in full swing.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about over these next 3 days?
Oh my God, seeing friends, honestly. That's like, I mean, I find like this time of the year, like any event along these lines is a really great opportunity. Everybody's spread out all over the place and working and filming and doing what they have to do and what we all love to do, thankfully.
Yeah,
to
because you
come-
guys are fully back into production.
Right,
So
yeah,
it's-
absolutely. Everybody's swinging all over the place. I just finished a film. I'm like literally home for a week before I go and start the next one. So like to be able to see everybody in one place and different events all over the weekend is a really good time.
Okay, enough about work. Let's talk about play. You are
Okay.
not playing around with this
Okay, come on,
outfit.
come on.
I need.
Right?
Let's talk about the jewelry. Let's talk
Thank
about the earring. I need all of this information.
I've been
Go.
like- I've
Walk
been-
me through
I
it. The
can't wear
belt.
any of that.
I've been missing prints lately.
Oh.
Okay.
We all though.
That's
what?
kind of
Wow, that is-
Yes.
So we're just like I'm just playing. It's a little Greg Lauren. It's a little.
And look at this.
Check that out.
Okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
yeah.
Whoa.
All
Okay.
right.
What's she
All right.
going in for there?
Okay. Okay, baby. Okay.
Where's
All right.
security?
Nice stuff.
We are iced out glacier style.
Yeah, so true. So true.
So other than your show, what's a
Oh, see what happens? See what happens? She's showing his
I
off.
have to borrow yours.
Hold on to it.
Wait, but other than your show, what's the one thing that we must be watching on TV?
Oh my God. Woo! That's a great question.
Succession is one that people are loving right now.
Absolutely.
I love Fleabag. There's so many options.
There's a lot. Well, I mean, especially with like our streaming. I'm literally holding on to your.
Okay. It's my gift to you.
Right now, I'm really excited about Disney Plus coming out. There's a lot of really great things that are in the
Yeah.
slate for them, and I've got a handful of friends that are on different projects that are all like, this is next level stuff. stuff that I'm a dork. I'm a Marvel dork, right? So
Okay.
I'm amped about all of these things coming out. And then like Taron Killam's one of my homies, and Single Parents is great and coming back with a new season very soon, and I'm amped for that. Yeah.
We're going to let you get in there and party.
Yeah.
I'll keep that
Have
earring.
a fun night.
Thank you.
Have a fun night. Thank you. Take care. See?
is gonna be the
Yeah,
death
you
of
were
me.
you were so concerned about his stuff, and then
I
yours
know.
just goes flying
I
off
got
there. But
so
that's fine.
excited.
It's live
But
TV.
you-
It's going to be fun like that all night long.
Listen, as long as nothing else comes off, we're going to be
Well,
okay.
that is
I'm
so
gonna put
true,
that back
so true.
on,
Yeah,
and then
go
we're
for
gonna
it.
keep
You know,
moving.
we've already seen stars from Glow come through here tonight. They just got picked up for their 4th and final season. We found that out today, I believe that news came through. So that series will be, wrapping up very soon. But
The Glow
they're out
girls
celebrating.
are always a
Yeah.
good time,
Oh,
let me
yeah,
tell
they are.
you.
Well, and those stunts, which I do believe they were nominated for Creative Arts Emmys last weekend, and Betty Gilpin, who's just love her so much.
And Allison Brie.
Yeah, she and Allison Brie together, that combo, they are, I think they're one of the best duos on TV right now.
True story, when I interviewed Allison Brie for EW, she put me in a headlock. And I liked it.
Oh, and you, well,
I
I
liked
mean, why not? Why not? Yeah.
It was
You're like,
painful,
ouch, it
but
hurts,
okay.
but I
Oh,
like it.
hello, come
and
on
we
in
have-
here.
Hello, come on in here. We have
Uh-oh.
how, look at
Solo
Miss Hannah coming in.
Bachelorette
hey,
style.
I've got to ask first question. You've been doing a lot of
Step into the
dancing.
light,
How are
my
those
darling.
feet feeling?
Oh, my feet are, I think, beyond repair.
Oh, are they just like permanently numb at this point?
Yeah, like I can't feel them. I actually went to the nail salon today, and they were like wanting to scrub them, and I was like, I know they need to be scrubbed,
Right.
but I need them to look this bad because you got to get the
yeah.
calluses
Right,
to be
right.
able to really do the stuff.
And,
It's
a
that
strange
damn
way it helps.
Paso Doble, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I haven't learned that one quite yet, but I'm really excited about this week's dance. It's going to be a good one.
Now, what's harder, The Bachelorette or the current series you're on right now?
Emotionally speaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say
Or
it might
physically.
it might have not been as hard if I had emotionally if I hadn't gone through the Bachelorette.
Yeah. One
But-
prepped you for the other.
Yes, for sure, for sure. But I'm really enjoying it, and it's been great physically for me, but also I think emotionally healing in a way. I think maybe
Yeah.
I could let the rage out a little bit when I need to. I
And
feel bad for my partner.
Yeah, and someone gets eliminated Monday night, the first elimination. Are you even like thinking about it at this point? Because everyone has to perform first, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm really confident in my next dance. Like, I love it. But you never know what the fans want and
Right.
who they're really going for. But I know that I have Bachelor Nation behind me, and
That
that's
is
a
true.
good fan base to have, and they've been so supportive. But I don't know. I don't want to think about like going home. I just want to make sure that I give like the very best performance that I can. And
yeah.
Do you even have time to watch television anymore? Because I was going to ask you, what did you last binge watch? But you have been working.
I did watch some of The Mind Explained the other night.
Okay.
But that's about it. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine. Get
Those
in
are
some
like 20
entertainment when you
minutes.
can.
It's like 20-minute things.
Explained,
on
yeah,
Netflix.
they're just short
Yeah,
topics.
so I'm like,
It's so
okay,
fascinating.
Learning something, my brain is on.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
I love
it.
that show so much.
Yeah.
Okay, you know the DJ in there is fantastic. So you've got to bring out a
Oh,
move
that's
or two on the
true.
dance floor.
Oh, okay.
That's
Can you
true.
show us a little
You
something,
can
maybe a
show-
little upper body work that you might do
Oh.
in there before we let you go?
Let me think. I mean, there's a lot of this arm
Okay.
and cha-cha.
Yes, right.
And you know, it's more like a hip action where you gotta put your hips in and then come in.
See, teaching Lola something there. It's working out all right.
Like you step and then you come in. I'm probably doing it wrong.
Step and
Sorry,
come in.
Alan.
Okay,
All right.
that's fine. We're going to see it all come
Step.
together Monday
Oh
night.
my God, you're probably better than me. You're
No.
doing your hips right.
Do I get a 10?
You get a 10.
Nice. 10s across the board.
I
well,
can retire now.
Yeah, that's true. There you go. Well, congratulations and have
Thank
a
you
great
so
night and good luck
much.
Monday.
Thank you. I really
yeah,
appreciate
of course,
it. Yeah,
of course.
y'all
Have a good night.
too.
Thank you. Hannah Brown, of course,
Step and
The
come in. You gotta
Bachelorette.
practice. Step
Sing-
and come in.
Oh, we have more coming in right now.
Hi.
Yes. Sasha, hi, come on in. How are you?
This dress
Very
is
well, thank
everything.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How did you know this was the one for the EW party?
I never wear
Feathers.
dresses like this, so I decided tonight is the night. Yeah.
So glad I didn't wear them now. That would have been
That would have
embarrassing.
been really
yeah.
embarrassing for me.
Well, I
would've
don't
been
know
really
about that.
embarrassing
I
for
don't
me,
know
I
about
don't
that. But how are things going at the show?
I mean, we are just waiting.
Waiting.
We're waiting.
Yeah,
we're
that
waiting,
waiting
we're waiting,
game.
We're waiting. But I have my book tour coming up. I'm super excited. I've got a cookbook coming out.
Something to focus on. It must be nice.
Something to focus on.
Instead
Absolutely.
of cookbook.
Yeah. October 8th. I'm doing my book tour from October 8th to the 14th. We're super excited. And
What's your culinary angle? They call it.
And what's your best dish?
Oh goodness, so many questions.
Can we come over for dinner?
Absolutely.
We're so hungry right now.
What I like to focus on is party planning. So I like to entertain. So a lot of my stuff is bite-sized desserts and tapas, and my book explains all the things you need to do. So super fun.
Speaking our language.
Oh, good. Thanks.
That's I love to
Appreciate it.
entertain. So
Food.
you're telling me everything. I will pick. When's the book available?
October 8th.
October 8th. Great. Oh, that's not that far away actually.
It's not. It's so soon.
That's
It's so soon.
2 weeks.
5 years in the making. So
5 years.
yeah.
When you're not writing and you're not cooking, what are you watching on television?
Oh my gosh, this is a hard season for me because there's so many shows that are nominated that I love. I don't know how to pick. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is one of my favorite shows. So is Barry. I'm so excited
Yeah.
about that. Obviously Game of Thrones, Ozark. I mean, Sharp Objects.
Your tastes are all over the place, and I love it.
I mean,
because
a wide variation.
Yeah.
The
And
girls
that's fine
got
because
range.
There's too much
Boys,
good TV
yeah, I
right
mean,
now.
It's so true.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so true.
All right,
Love
but
it.
if you had to recommend only one show to watch for this season, what would it be?
It's not fair. Barry, honestly.
Barry. Go for
It's
it.
different, and I fucking love him. Sorry.
Bill Hader is he is a master of
He
his
is.
craft right now. He's
It's
doing
amazing.
Yeah,
It's
he's
incredible.
killing it. Yeah. Well, thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
stopping
much.
by. Have an
Appreciate
amazing
it.
night
Thank you,
and
you
check
too.
out our party bites inside.
Obviously.
Thank you. Have a good night. We have more coming in right now. Hello from This Is Us. How are you both? Thank you very much.
So do you.
As do you. You've both got the sequins going on. How are
sequin
you?
party.
And we both
Come
got
on
the
in
sparkle,
here.
so we
Come
work
on
out
in
all
here.
right. See that? Look at that
Get
there.
you
Well,
in
you
here.
two,
Oh.
congratulations on the show. Of course, people just cannot get enough of it. New season starting this week. The word that I keep hearing about this season premiere is big twists.
Yes. Huge twist this season.
Okay.
What more can you tell us?
Yeah, what's that even mean?
All I can say is that you guys need to expect the unexpected. For sure, tune in September 24th at 9 p.m. because there's always going to be little hints in every episode. It's like pieces to a puzzle. So I'm so excited for you guys to start watching.
It's gonna be interesting. You're gonna like it.
All right. I will take your word for that. I've never been let down by the show yet, so that's fine. It'll all work out. Your character, of course, too, has had such an interesting past season, and we finally saw where things jump ahead in the future with her. Do you still know where things are going, or you're kind of taking it episode by episode?
Well, the writers don't tell me much about my character, but right now, what you guys seen, my character is very confused about her identity and just herself in general. So I definitely want you guys to see in season 4, how she handles that on herself, how she handles that with her family. So I'm very excited for you guys.
Such
to see.
an important story to tell, because so many people can relate.
So,
Yeah.
other than your series, what is the one show that we must be watching on television right now?
The one show you must watch and need to watch is When They See Us on Netflix. Please watch that show. It's so important, and please watch it. Oh my
What's the
gosh.
show you love to watch? What's your favorite?
I like watching Sugar Rush.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
I
Sugar
love that
Rush.
show.
Oh,
Sugar
like the very fancy version of Nailed It.
Yes.
Oh, they do some crazy stuff on
Yes.
there. I can't even imagine.
Right.
But yeah, that's a good pick. You're a girl from my own heart, going for the desserts there.
All
Yeah.
right, speaking of desserts, go in there and taste some of the desserts we
Enjoy.
have.
Wow, you guys too. I
Oh,
hope you guys
eventually-
see you in there.
Yeah, you
Yes,
will.
you
You
will.
will.
You'll see
You
us
will.
on the
Have
dance
a great
floor.
Nice
night.
talking to you. Bye.
Congrats on the show. Good luck this week. Thank you. We were way too matchy-matchy with them. It was great. Hey, come on in here. How are you?
Gosh, I'm good. How are you?
Welcome.
Thank you for
Yeah.
joining
And
us.
after that, yo,
I
I
know,
don't know
right?
If I could, come.
Those two, yeah,
Okay,
just
look.
killing it over here with the cute factor.
But
know.
you
Yeah.
are
I
looking
want a
pretty good.
sparkling
I know, right? Same, like.
You have innate sparkle. You
Yes,
sparkle
go
from
ahead.
within.
Oh, thank you very
We
much.
don't
Appreciate
need
that.
that
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you dropped that pretty quickly. Are you going to be doing okay.
Oh, wait. This
Somebody's
shirt
flexible.
is lace. The shirt is
This is
lace. I don't know if you
lace.
guys can see that. Well,
I got like
that's
a feminine,
really cool.
masculine kind of situation.
I like that hybrid.
That's
it's
a
working
really
for
cool
me.
outfit.
It's working for me. So it's back to school time for our industry. How are you feeling tonight?
It's great. It's the beginning, right? Yeah. it's a beginning of a long, great week.
So true, so true. This weekend, so many amazing shows nominated. Is there one that you're going to be sitting there as the envelope is being opened? Like, what specific category and show are you just on pins and needles for already?
Look, besides Russian Doll, are we just pushing that? All right, cool. Barry is one of my favorites. My partner actually works on Barry, so I'm kind of partial. And then I'd have to say Veep. It is one of the best shows on television. She is one of the most talented, ferocious, incredible human beings to ever grace us.
Lots of love there for HBO.
Lots of love for HBO.
I mean, they put out good stuff. You can't deny.
I love Netflix too. Okay, they're paying the bills, and they got a lot of the good stuff. All right.
You know, when you work on a show like Russian Doll, you kind of have to think about your mortality on a daily basis. I mean, it's sort of one of the gifts and curse of being on a hit show like that.
Yeah.
Do you think about it in your personal life? Do you have existential conversations with yourself about how you'd like to go out should you get the call from the man upstairs?
I was one of those kids who sat in my bed terrified that I was like, tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the day. But it never stopped me. I went into it, and I think having that kind of fear, getting it out of the way and rushing into things makes you a little more ferocious, right? A little more fearless. Yeah.
It's very true. Absolutely.
And of course,
go forth. Just jump in.
Natasha's
forth and
so
conquer.
great. The show, people love it so much. That was one of those shows I loved watching people discover it and talk about it on social media.
It is
the conversations that came out of that. Yeah, so true, so true.
And I loved watching it and then going back and watching the first episode again.
There's some Easter eggs.
Yeah. Things you would not have thought about at the time, but it's so smart, so smart.
It needs a good 2 watches.
What can we expect from season 2? Because we know that it's coming back.
I have no clue.
Oh,
I wish I could tell you. I have no idea. You know, Natasha, she knows that I'm a gullible soul. I fall for a lot of things, so she's gone all over the map for me. But I know that it's going to be creative. I know it's going to be very different, and I'm excited. That's all I can say. I already want to drop other things. I can't.
Just a little something.
He's like trying so hard not to tell us anything. That's all right.
No,
so look,
good.
we're
I'm
not
trying to
live
keep it
anymore.
dry.
Go ahead.
Live.
All right,
well,
since you're
congrats.
not going to spill the beans, we're going to let you get inside and enjoy the party.
Have a great night. Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you. Congratulations again.
Hello. We have so many stars coming up and down this gold carpet. Get on in here. See, we keep it up with that sparkly black number going on.
Wrapped in a beautiful
welcome.
bow.
Thank you.
Yeah, what Emmy weekend, of course, so many big shows, big stars. Is this a chance for you to, what are you doing? Are you actively cheering on people, anyone in particular who you're
It's a chance for me to see my fellow actors that we never get to see because we're always working in different parts of the country or different countries. And I'm a huge Sterling K. Brown fan, and I met him here last year and kind of gawked.
Yes.
So I'm hoping if I run into him,
Don't
not
worry
to
about it,
gawk
I did
so
too.
much. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well, he's so great on that
He's
show.
incredible.
On that show and in everything he's doing lately.
Yes. I feel
Killing
like
it.
It's back to school time.
Yeah.
It is.
And I know you're working, but if you have a moment of free time, what are you watching on television other than your series, obviously?
Succession.
See?
Right?
You're going to hear, this starts to
It's
make
my
me
favorite
wonder
show.
if we're going to hear that same thing said Sunday night.
It's incredible.
We keep hearing this. Is this going to be an
It's
indicator?
amazing. It's amazing.
I know why I love it, but tell me why you love it, because it's about you tonight.
The characters, the actors. It's Shakespeare. It's larger than life.
true.
It's Hamlet. It's so
King
good.
Lear.
Exactly. It's just epic. Love it.
Brian Cox,
Yeah.
I think, is like at his finest.
I agree.
Here,
I absolutely agree.
for years, of course, he's been doing great work, but this is just another level for him.
And other than him, virtually unknowns, I feel like.
Yes, yeah.
And just killing it. I mean, slaying those scenes. It's incredible.
This season has
Kieran
a bunch
Culkin
of
showing us
cameos
another
from people
side.
like Holly Hunter and Sherry Jones. So yes, they're coming through with it. Okay, so I know that we like to get down in there. Are you a dancer?
I'm
Because
a
the DJ,
dancer.
you are.
Oh, yeah,
Are
I'm
we
a
going to see you on the dance floor?
Probably, most likely, after a couple drinks.
Good.
Yes.
Can you give us a little upper body work right now to show
I
us?
mean, there's no music or anything.
No, but you're feeling that music in your head. I can see that. Nice. Well, we will see you in there.
Thank you.
And have some fun on the dance floor.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, have a
Thanks.
great night.
Look fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And look at this. We've got Greta's coming in. Oh, hello. Hi, come on in.
We love you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. What are you doing?
I'm good.
Orange is the new black.
Orange is the new black. It's over.
It's over. Is
What
that
are we
surreal?
going to
Is that-
do?
I'm going to start working on a new show.
Tell us all about it.
Oh yes, I'm doing a show called Diary, of a female president
Ooh.
on Disney Plus.
Liking it.
Yes, with one of my wonderful friends, Gina Rodriguez.
I've heard of her.
Yeah.
Have you heard of her?
I've heard of her.
She's pretty talented.
I think she won a Golden Globe or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
Globe, she's fancy. So, you know, we get to play together, and it's a wonderful show. It's a half hour, and I wanted something light, and I wanted to look cute after 7 seasons of Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do all of that.
Some actual different wardrobe.
Yes, actual wardrobe.
But at the same time, though, is there something nice about not having to like the you just have the same thing to wear all the time.
Go to work and get a make under.
And you don't care, right?
Yeah.
You may get a make under. Now it's like people are expecting me to look good all the time.
Yeah.
Spanx are back in my vocabulary. So yeah,
Girl,
but it's good. You know,
underneath his skirt, let me tell you.
There's things that happen.
No. It's fine. You do you. You know,
I'm
whatever
gonna
it
do
takes to
me.
feel confident and look great.
Yes.
Has it been weird, and now that you're going to the set of a new show, like that first day when you went to that set, you were like, wait,
Yes.
I'm not going to Orange is the New Black.
Absolutely. I have to remember that I can't curse as much because there's a lot of kids on set.
Same.
So I have to, and
I gotta watch
I'm
myself
like
in front
HR. I feel like I'm being flagged all the time by HR. But so that was the only thing that I had to look out for.
The giant swear jar.
Potty mouth, man. I miss all my girls. We were so inappropriate.
You know what's so interesting? I mean, it's hard to believe, but there was a time when people didn't binge watch television because that wasn't an option. Orange is the New Black and House of Cards really introduced that into the culture. Did you have any idea that that would work, though, when you signed up for Orange?
No, I thought I was going to do a web series. I was like, my career's over. I had no idea who was going to watch it. I thought maybe just lesbians or maybe just like guys who were into women in prison. I didn't know. And
That it would become a cultural phenomenon.
Cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
And we were told not to use the word binge in any of our interviews because it was like a negative connotation. And now everyone's binging.
It's taken on a life of its own, that
It
word.
is.
There are debates over how to spell binging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to let you get in
Yeah.
there and party.
Have so
Now,
much
I know
fun.
the Orange girls
All
like to
right.
cut it up on the dance floor, so we'll
Yeah.
be seeing you. We'll be seeing
Have
you.
a great
Take
night.
care. Thank you.
Hi, Retta, come on in here.
Did you see this?
Seriously, so many stars coming onto this carpet here at our Pre-Emmys bash, and we have one of the funniest ones joining us right now. Retta, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We are fantastic. We're having a ball here. You've gone through the photos. Now it's time to talk to people, and then you get to go inside and party. So when you get in there, what is even as you go through this entire weekend, who's your number one? I want to see this person to tell them how much I love their show, their performance.
Vodka soda splash of lime.
That's my girl.
Yeah, that's you. Just want to
Step
talk
into
to
the
that
light.
glass.
Vodka soda splash
It's
of
a-
lime.
Actually, a splash of Sprite with a lime. But if I gotta move quick, just whatever you can put in there.
Yeah,
Listen,
just go for it.
We're going to
Just go
have
for it.
all of the above for you in there, and
Yeah.
you've more than earned it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What's it like for you to be on yet another hit show? I mean, you know how to pick them, don't you? You just look at a script and you're
Knocking
like,
'em
yep,
out.
that's for me.
It's not me picking them. It's like who comes to me and says, "Would you like to do?" And I say, "Sure," because I have bills. And I've been lucky enough that the people that have approached me have made hits.
Well, that is so true. And the ladies you're working with right now, I mean, this cast, never a dull day, I would assume.
No. We just started this week,
No.
and it has been nothing but laughs. We're enjoying ourselves.
Now, I know you all have great chemistry, but I heard that you went out on a few play dates to work on that chemistry, and some of them involved some libations, if you will.
Yeah.
Tell us about those nights, if you can remember them.
Yes, we like to imbibe. We like to enjoy our time together. We've done interviews about drinking. There was
With
like a
us.
thing- Yeah, I was going to say.
Sorry,
there's
we got
like-
you drunk.
They're like, you want to drink? We said yes, and then you
Yeah.
asked us questions. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Sounds like my type of party.
Same.
Well, then when you're not making TV, what's the thing that you can't get enough of?
Watching TV.
Yes.
Yeah, what show?
Oh, well, I mean, I think everybody knows Fleabag. I'm actually rewatching The Good Place on Netflix. I'm watching the last season of, oh goodness, now I can't remember the name of it, with James Spader. And what is it? It's
Boston?
No, I
The
can't.
old school ones?
The one that's on right now?
Well, yes, it's the
The Blacklist.
The
Blacklist on
Yeah.
NBC.
That
Oh,
show.
yes.
You want to talk about
Twists
twists
and
and
turns.
turns? It's yeah.
You know what?
They're telling me to wrap it
Yeah,
up.
we're gonna
I'm
wrap it
talking
up. So you can get inside, get a
So
drink.
I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm gonna go drink, and they're gonna wish they were drinking.
Will you bring us one? Thank you. Have a great night.
We got a piece. We got our first piece of the night.
And look, yes, we have Ross. I know I saw Nina somewhere nearby.
She's on
Yes,
over
of course,
here, Ross.
of course.
Everybody,
Hi.
hi.
Of course, representing RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
Ru won last weekend. The show, of course, is huge and
grows
more
every
and
year.
more and more seasons,
Yes.
constantly in production. This moment in your life, like how do you even sum it up?
Well, okay, so like you guys all know that I covered these shows for like 2 decades, right?
Absolutely.
And so I always used the porta potty right over there. And so now they let me actually in, you know. So I'm gonna proudly go to the bathroom on Sunday inside. I'm really honestly. The show.
You're gonna write your name on the wall,
girl, like on RuPaul's Drag Race at the end. No,
Yeah.
listen, it is the dream come true. It says everything that you guys dream about it being at home. I used to do that, and I'm living it, and it's just as good as you picture it. So come join us. All right.
Talk to
That's a
me
good way of
about
putting
what
it
it
up.
feels like for you to be here tonight, because it is back to school time.
Yes.
The industry gets back together after a long summer.
Yes.
What is this like?
It's fun, you know, because you start making friends with people, right? You work together, it's long hours, and so it's really a way to sort of, it's like if you worked at the bank, it'd be like the bank social. You got it? You just get together and have fun.
Last question.
Yes.
Other than RuPaul's Drag Race, what's the one show that we must be watching on television right now?
Fleabag.
Yeah,
It's so good.
Not the first time we've heard that.
Yeah,
You heard
really?
it right here. Oh yeah,
It's great.
Yeah, it's not.
People love it in Succession. We're going to let you get inside and party.
Yeah, have
go
some
use
fun
that
tonight.
bathroom. Go
The
have some
entire
drinks.
weekend.
Have a good
Thank you
time.
so much. Bye.
Bye.
Good luck to the show on Sunday.
Mwah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, and we have more coming
The
in
party
here. Do I
keeps
hear we have more
going.
coming in? Yes. Hello.
And the category is
Our host ladies.
fabulous.
I think the category is rocking black tonight. That's what
I
the
know.
category
Everyone got
is,
the
right?
black memo, right?
Yeah, we did. I mean, you can never go wrong with it.
My mom
So
just
that's
said
fine.
that. This is my mom, by the way, Tracy.
Wait,
Hi.
whose mother are you? Yes, girl.
Well,
Come through.
what a season of the show. There was a death very close to your character. Tell me about the entire season in general, because this show kind of took on a life of its own, really.
Yeah. The entire season, what can I say? I think we definitely elevated from last season. I think that there were a lot more storylines that were touched on, a lot of depth to a lot more characters. And I think now we're getting to a space where we're getting to know each individual character, and I think that that's a beautiful thing. Of course, losing Candy was one of the hardest things I've had to do. I said this on another interview, but I lost my real best friend in real life prior to filming that scene, so that was real for me. But I think it's a beautiful thing that we're able to spin it into something beautiful and help other people.
Yeah.
And
Well,
speaking of helping other people, this show has been so important to the conversation about the trans movement, the importance of acknowledging people and celebrating their differences. How special has it been for you to be a part of something that is really helping to shape and change the conversation?
It's deeper than my own desires to be on the big screen. I mean, I was this kid that was sitting in front of the TV hoping and wishing I would one day be at the Emmys, but being on a show like this, my purpose is so much more fulfilled. I feel like I'm doing humankind. It's due diligence, and I feel honored to do that.
Mom, before we let you go inside and party, on a scale of 1 to 10, how proud of you are of her?
250,000.
About right. 250,000 was a number I was thinking you were going to say, so thank you.
I just want to say my mom is my biggest inspiration, and it was so important for me to bring her this weekend with me. I mean, my mom is the living example of what a good human is, and I get everything from my mom. So this is important for me to have my mom with me. I love you, and I want the world to know that, so I had to say that.
All right, well, you two angels go in there and have a good
you
time.
have some fun tonight. Congrats, and good luck Sunday night to the
And
show.
if we have a walk-off at some point,
Oh.
be ready, okay? Because the
Yeah.
cat, I'm ready.
You're already ready.
Where's Billy Porter? We need him to call the category.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
You're snatched. The category is snatched.
Oh, one more time. No,
Snatched, honey.
Bye, ladies.
Have a
you
great
so
night.
much.
Hello, hello. Hi, Joey. How are you? We've got Joey King here, nominee for the act. How are you tonight?
I'm so great. I'm
Yeah.
so great. Yeah.
It's going to be a big weekend for you.
No
First Emmy
kidding.
nomination, right?
Yeah, first Emmy nom. I'm like who am I, right? I don't know. I'm very excited.
Well,
back to the
soak
moment.
it all in.
Take me back to the moment when you found out that you had been nominated. Where were you? What went through your mind? Who was the first person you called to share the good news? Take us through it.
I cried a lot. I was in South Africa filming a movie, and I was hotspotting my computer from my phone to be able to watch the nomination. And
I love that.
Cried, and then both of my sisters called me, and then my mom called me, and I cried with them. And the first person I called was Patricia Arquette. And
Yeah.
it was so funny because I actually woke her up. She wasn't awake yet, and I was the first to inform her that she had also been nominated.
Not just once, but twice. She scored 2 nominations.
Exactly. I told her. She had no idea. I called her. I was sobbing, and I was like, Patricia, and she was like, "What's up, sweetie? Did you get nominated?" I was like, "We both did."
I love that story.
It was such a beautiful moment, and I was so excited that I got to be the first one to tell her. It was so cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. Of course, that show, so many people latched onto it, were tweeting about it while they were watching because it was just, of course, a true story, but it's one of those stories that you feel like you couldn't have made up, even if you tried. So as you were watching, reaction, what was that like?
I mean,
And did you engage with people and discuss?
I did sometimes. I did. I just never expected it to do what it did. People keep asking me if I expected my nomination for myself when I started filming the show, and absolutely not. I mean that for real. I had no idea that this would happen. It's such an amazing moment, and to be able to interact with the people who are deeply affected by it was really just a gift. I'm so happy that people really took to the story because it's such a heartbreaking story, and there is a real victim here, and she deserves to have her story heard and told. So.
Now, I know you're really busy, but really quickly, what are you watching on television if you have a spare moment?
Oh my God, okay, so I had just started my friend Caitlin Deaver's show,
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes,
She's
ooh,
amazing.
that is
I love
something
Caitlin.
else.
And then
I interviewed her the other day, and she was extraordinary.
also just the nicest person ever. Just such a good egg.
So are you.
Oh, thank you so much. And then I love 90 Day Fiance and the Great British Baking Show.
One of my coworkers who's watching right now is cheering right now that you said that because she loves it as well.
90 Day Fiance is the best show ever.
I don't understand why people love that show. My sister's obsessed with it as well.
I mean, the entire premise is just bonkers, and
I know I'm supposed to because I'm a nominated actor. I'm supposed to be oh, I love this and I love that. But no.
Look, we all need an escape. We have to have
I
our
love
thing.
all the nominated shows as well.
Yeah.
But I've already watched them, and these are the things I'm watching now.
That's true. Yeah.
90 Day Fiance. You heard it here first.
Enjoy it.
Unfortunately.
Michael and Angela. I am into that couple. That's all I've got, though.
You know names. There you go.
That's all you need to know. You know names.
Well, good luck on Sunday.
Thank you
you so much for coming by. Thank you.
When you win.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great night. Oh, hi, hello. All right, we have more coming in right now. Yes, see, we have. Hi, come on in, Alex. How are you?
How are you? Step into the light, my darling.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, from Grey's Anatomy, boy. That little show. I think some people out there might have heard of it. Yeah, 16 seasons and still going strong, not slowing down at all. And for you to come in at the time you have.
It's been so crazy exciting. We've learned so much. The whole intern group is just really, we've blossomed. It's so amazing.
Isn't it crazy? That's how the show started. It all started with that group of interns.
Absolutely.
We saw where all their stories went. People latched on and loved them so much. And now there's a whole new essential generation.
Yeah.
Of course, new interns coming in all the time, but.
Yeah, but they really make it a point to have this group of solid interns every 4 years, I think it is. And this one, it really feels you feel like a small little unit of our own. So it's been really good. Yeah.
We hear so much about Shondaland, this mythical place. Are there unicorns and rainbows?
Roller coasters?
We all ride unicorns and we multicolored fluffs and
cotton candy and churros and
It's pretty
everything
good.
you could want it to be. Oh, well,
before you land on a hit show like Grey's Anatomy, I would imagine that you put in a lot of work over the years. And what's the craziest thing you've done to make a little bit of cash before you made it big?
I've done so many different jobs outside of being an actress. I definitely have been working as an actress in theater mostly since I was a kid. But the craziest, I worked as a nurse at some point.
Yeah.
So that kind of like linked in.
Wow.
With great.
All right.
That's
Informed
perfect.
by real life.
You were method acting
imitating
before
life.
you even knew.
I didn't even know it. I was like channeling.
Yeah. But that says something about you, though. That's to be a nurse is not an easy job,
No,
nor is, of course.
And we really appreciate the
yeah.
work they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for hanging
Yeah.
out with us.
Congrats,
Go inside, go in there, save some lives if you need to.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Try to keep it
Yeah.
kosher.
Have a great night.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Oh. Oh. Yes, and we have hi. We have more folks coming in here.
Hi, come on in here.
How are you?
Hi.
Gerrad from Entertainment Weekly and Lola. How are you?
Here, get step into light. There you go.
Yes. So
I'm doing great. Thanks. Yeah.
School time. How you feeling right now?
Feeling. I can't believe it's been a year since the last time I was here. It's seriously.
right?
Yeah.
It's of course it's such a kind of magical time of year when we like. The Emmys really kick off award season all the way until the Oscars. Hard to believe, but
Right.
who are you looking forward to this weekend? Like, who do you like? You're rooting for? You really want to see win?
I can't play favorites, guys. I'm not gonna pick one. I don't know. I'm pulling a blank here. Pulling a blank.
Quick question: if you were stranded on a desert island and you could take only one series to watch, no blanket, baby. You got to give us an answer. What would it be?
I can't be biased.
You can be biased, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I would have to say Grey's Anatomy, of course, but Insatiable Season 2 is coming out October
it is.
11th.
It is.
I would have to say those two are. I wish Breaking Bad would come back. Then I would watch that. So
Well, we do have the movie coming.
we do.
So thank goodness for that. Yeah. El Camino, cannot wait for that one. Well, listen, we've got a party going on inside, and you should partake in that.
yeah,
for
you
sure.
guys have a bunch of people here. So
We do.
yes.
We have a lot of people waiting to chat. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you guys.
stopping
I
by.
appreciate
yeah.
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Take
Have
care.
a great night.
Thank you. Have some fun.
So many stars coming. Like it's just nonstop over here behind you. You don't really get to see everyone coming
Wait,
up
all
behind
that
you,
was
but
happening over my shoulder,
It is
and you didn't share
it is
that
a carousel.
with me?
I know. I kept trying to like cue to you, like, oh, look who's coming up behind you here. But of course, lots of
goodness.
stars
You know,
coming
if I
in.
was stranded on a desert island,
Yeah, what's your pick?
I don't know what I would be because we have so many options. You'll have to wait for my answer.
Yes.
Come
What a
on in
cliffhanger
here.
there. What a cliffhanger
Hello,
Lola
how
left us with.
are
Hi, welcome.
Hello, thank
How are you?
We were just talking about being stranded on a desert island. What's the one series that we would take with us if we could only watch something for 1 year straight? I don't know what my answer would be. What's yours?
Fleabag.
Oh,
Yeah.
see?
Oh, it's brilliant.
It really is. I feel like that's become the litmus test for me. I'm like, is it good or is it Fleabag good?
Oh, right. There's a
Okay.
different level of good when you compare things to that show. Okay, so as you're making your way through Emmys weekend, who are you looking forward to seeing? What show are you hoping to hear that name called Sunday night?
I feel like I'm on a Fleabag, just Fleabag all the way.
All about
I'm
Phoebe all the way?
All the way. Such a fan. She's so brilliant, and Fleabag all the way.
I mean, it feels like she can do anything really. I mean, she wrote the next James Bond movie.
I mean,
So-
what can this woman not do?
And Killing Eve.
Right, exactly.
Powerhouse.
A lot of credit. A lot of credit's going on. We were also talking earlier, and I love this because I certainly have done my fair share of odd jobs. Before you made it working actress, any odd jobs that you did? Anything super crazy?
I can't say that I've had anything super crazy. I've been lucky to be working since I was a little wee thing, about 10 years old.
Do you remember your first time on stage? We hear a lot about the school play. Do you remember?
I don't remember my first school play, but I remember my first TV job. I did a television series called I Was a Sixth Grade Alien alongside Michael Cera. And I was 10 years old.
What a job.
What a job. And I got to play this alien that comes from whatever planet and marries the other alien student in the school. And it was quite a life-changing experience, so I will definitely never forget it.
That is fantastic. I love that story. We're going to let you go inside and party. Thank you so much for being here. And
Have
have
a great
fun
night.
Emmy weekend.
Thank you for stopping by.
Bye.
We have more rolling
Yeah,
in.
sure. The more the merrier.
Hi, yeah. Come on in here. Hello. How are you both?
Hello, come on.
Welcome.
Dance on in here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Step into the light.
how's your night going so far? I know you just got here, but I mean, it's the kickoff to a really fun weekend, of course.
Yes, no, it's going to be exciting. There's so many people here already.
I can't wait to get into the potty.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Guys, we had Hannah Brown came through earlier, and my first question was, how are your feet feeling? She's like, honestly, they're shot. I can't feel them anymore. It's kind of par for the course.
She couldn't even get a pedicure.
I know. Well, we were chatting today, and she's like, I need to get my nails done, and I'm like, go to this place. But no, she's the feet hurt for hours and hours, and I hope she's icing them. But she's going to be amazing. She's doing a really good job.
But you know, there's nothing better than the Dancing with the Stars workout. I mean, people get on that show and they drop at least 10 to 15, sometimes 20.
30, sometimes 40, sometimes, I mean, a lot of people dropped a lot of stuff, and, but it does different things for everybody. I'm not sure if Hannah Brown falls in the category of people's going to lose anything, but she's definitely doing amazing. I think everybody's feet would hurt by now, to be honest.
Listen, we plan on being on the dance floor a little later. Is there a little upper body work that we can do? We're not really good with our feet, but the upper body, we can do a little.
Yeah, you can see our upper body up here. And that just feels relaxing anyway, so.
I mean, so it's like a little hip action, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little more vibey, and it also involves the upper body.
Okay.
Back and forth.
Just keep those hips bouncing. All right.
By the way, you guys on the carpet, you stand a lot, this is
it's so true.
Something that you guys do.
Yeah, we're doing a dance anyway every night out here.
Let you all shimmy on in
there.
there. Tens for you both. Thank you so much for being here.
Have a great night.
Thank
you. Oh, see, look at that, just to keep the hips bouncing.
Yes. Oh, we're live right now.
Yeah, we're live. Come on
yeah,
in.
this
Come
is
on
Albert.
Hello,
Come
hello.
on in here.
She just literally started sweating from head to toe. I think she just quit the business.
Dropped out of the way.
It's my publicist down the road.
We love her because
Got out
she's
of here
working
really fast.
hard.
That's fine.
Right? Yeah, she is.
She wants
That's
to make
fine.
sure.
She was doing her job. That's all right. Well, welcome, first of all, and congratulations because the Christmas album just announced. I mean, has this been just like how long in the making?
I think I've been working on it for about under a year, but it's been a dream of mine for a really long time. You can pre-order it now, Christmas in the City, and my first single, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, came out today.
Love that one.
And I'm in the holiday vibe.
Yes, you are. Red
It's already
hot.
late September, but
can you
give me the holiday
We're gonna
music.
skip
I love it.
Halloween, we're going to skip Thanksgiving, and we're just going to go
Fine.
straight to Christmas.
Thank you very much. Every day is Christmas when you're here.
Yeah, that's true.
Take us back to your best Christmas of all time. What
Ooh.
or your best holiday? Because
Ooh.
I've had some magical ones. I'm sure you've had some as well.
About 10 years ago, I did the Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York with my best friend Jonathan, and we were on the M&M float, and we were singing all around New York. And that's really cool when you're on the floats and you get to see the whole city. So that was really awesome. But
Very different perspective.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, being in a parade.
And
like
people
that.
were like, who are you? Like, they had no idea who we were. We were on Broadway at the time. And that was just such an awesome experience. And now just for me, like, I know it's so cheesy, but like every year just like waking up with my mom and dad and now my husband and just like Christmas morning, it's just so special.
Yeah. We're talking TV tonight.
Okay.
What's the must watch?
Yeah.
What
Me and
have you
Michelle's
got
must
queued
watch.
up? Yes.
I watch every single thing to the point where I've started watching television shows in other languages just to add stuff to my roster. What? But I am.
What's the last show you watched in another language?
Elite. Are you not watching Elite on Netflix?
Season 2 is out.
I finished. It's
about
so
It's
good.
like Spanish high school drama.
It's like Gossip Girl
Yes.
meets. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm a big Succession fan. That to me is the show.
See, was this number 4 tonight we've heard?
Number
I
4.
keep saying, like,
Succession
I wonder
and
if
Fleabag.
then we're going to hear
Yes.
Succession
Oh,
on
and
Sunday
Fleabag
night.
as well. I mean, Succession is my ringtone, though.
Oh.
And I just saw some of the cast, and literally I was like,
That family's scary.
oh my God, they're so good. They're so good. That is awesome. Watching them is like a masterclass in acting.
So true. So true.
you so
have
much for
been
being-
down
oh,
this road.
yeah,
I'm
let's
sorry.
keep the
Oh, I was
party
gonna say-
going.
We're not talking. Okay, it's a
No,
party.
I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
Well, I was just gonna say,
Listen,
you
I
have-
want you to say
Yeah.
it.
Well, you've been down this road before, a nominee yourself. Like, what is your advice to people getting through this weekend?
Oh my gosh, you gotta like drink a lot of water, get a lot of
Yes.
sleep, and
Hydrate.
eat food. This is not the time to be dieting, people.
True. I thought she was going to say drink a lot of champagne, but yes, water is more important.
Save that for when you win.
That's
you know.
true. So
All right,
true.
I will let you guys go.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
You
Have a
look-
great night.
You look incredible.
Thanks for coming by. Thank you.
Great job. Great job.
Hello, hello. Hi. How are
into
you?
the light
Welcome.
right here.
Come on in
There you
here.
go.
How's your?
I'm like
incredibly overwhelmed and really excited for this weekend because this party always kicks off Emmy's weekend. So I was stressed and getting ready, and then I get here and I run into everyone I haven't seen since last year, and it's just so much fun.
It is back to school time for the industry, isn't it?
It really is.
How was your summer?
My summer's been really mellow. I've spent most of it with my dad, just hanging out. Yeah.
How's Dad doing?
Dad's
How's Mom
doing really well, really well.
Good.
Working on some really cool stuff.
What's your dad like to watch on television?
It's the same as he is when I'm with him at home. He's just my dad to me.
Now, you are preparing also to do your own show on Sunday. Of course, you've been doing them for a while, but are you starting to, it's so loud out here right now. We are literally on Sunset Boulevard, and there's a very loud truck going by, if that's what you're hearing right now. But yes, so are you already like scoping out now, looking at fashion, like wondering what the trend will be on Sunday?
I feel like my eyes are like lasers looking at everyone, seeing what trends are, and I have to remember like what show, what nomination, what designer, what collection, and it's just been research constantly. And it's been really great to be back doing it again because I took a long break. So.
Can you give us one tip that we can all use for surviving the red carpet? How do you get through this period? I mean,
deep breaths, lots of water, and just remember nothing is perfect. Have fun.
So true.
Have fun, because if you spend so much time worrying that, oh, what if my lipstick smudges, and what if I have a wardrobe malfunction, and what if someone looks better than me, that you miss out on why you're really there and enjoying the whole experience in itself. And I used to worry so much about that, and now I'm just like, whatever, let's just have fun.
Be present.
Yeah.
We're going to let you go in there and have some fun. I love that. We're going to take some deep breaths. We'll see you on the inside.
And good luck on Sunday.
Bye.
Thank you. Hello there, Christy Brinkley coming in. Hi, so nice to see you again. We were down at Disneyland about a month ago.
That's right.
Right? Filming.
Step in here
Yes,
into the light.
Christy is part of the Goldbergs season premiere this week. It is a tribute episode to National Lampoon's Vacation, and she is reprising that iconic role, Girl in the Red Ferrari. But she has a name now, you guys. She has a name.
And what is that name?
Aaliyah Welsh.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I've been writing a lot of stories on it this week, so it's fresh in my mind. That whole, week, 10 days, I don't know how long you shot, but now that you have a little distance from it, what was that like stepping back into that world?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And they got all of the original cars, you know.
Those were the originals.
That was the original Ferrari. It was also the original family Roadster. Right. But it was a different family. But it was also a hilarious family. And it was really funny because this time, riding down the road, I wanted to burst out laughing.
Riding down the holiday road?
Yes,
sorry, I had to do
down,
it.
yes, the holiday road. Anyway, riding down the road, I'm like doing my little thing, you know.
Blowing
and
your kiss.
Jeff Garland, the things he was saying, and it was so hard for me not to just completely crack up because
Jeff Garland is hysterical.
So funny.
So funny, but so like warm and lovely and just
one of
great.
the warmest, loveliest. You know, he always plays this curmudgeon and this grouchy guy, and he is the opposite, you know. He's like, he comes in the morning and you go, how are you? I'm a big bowl of wonderful.
That day you did not have this on your arm. How are you doing? What's going on? What's the update?
Because you took a little bit of a you took a little bit of a spill when you were doing your thing on Dancing with the Stars. And sadly, you're not going to be a part of the cast this season, but your daughter's filling in for you.
It was
That's fantastic.
such a crushing disappointment that when I realized that I had broken my arm, which was instant.
Instant. You said it right away.
Instant. I thought, we just can't have this end so abruptly on such a sour note. I've got to find a silver lining, Sailor. Then, you know, I called her, and it was really crazy because she was on an airplane coming out to sit in the audience
to be there with
cheer me on, right? And I said, honey, I need you to replace me.
And what'd she say initially? Was she
like,
game?
What? Are you crazy?
No,
what?
I'm sitting in the chairs. What?
Yeah. And I said, honey, listen. It's such a magical moment because it was my song.
Yes, it was.
You know, and Val did such a great choreography to go with it.
Uptown Girl, of course, we're talking about.
Uptown Girl, and I thought, we have to see this through. And Sailor was like, Mom, I mean, I'm not like you. I'm not show busy. I can't get out there in front. I've got stage fright. I said, are you going to allow
What a way to
yourself
overcome
be
it.
defined by your fright and fears? No. So she said, I'll try. And at that point, the plane is barreling down the road, at like ready to take off.
boy.
And I'm like, okay, a car's going to pick you up at ABC Studios. They're going to take you right to the dressing room. You're going to try on my wardrobe and be fitted, get some dancing shoes. Val will pick you up there, and then you'll go right into a dance rehearsal. And she's like, Mom, I said I'd try, not that I. And then with that, we got cut off, and the plane took off.
Conveniently.
Yeah,
Well, Chrissy, we're
that
going to let
timing.
you go in there. Please do not hurt yourself. And if anyone can work a cast, it's you.
Yeah.
So go in there, have a good time.
Best of
Get a
luck
little
on
something.
your recovery. I hope that goes well.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
Have a great
much.
night. See you. Oh, look who's coming in here. Darcy Carden. Oh, we have more.
What the
Guys, how
fork?
are you?
What
we
the
have
fork
room
is
for everyone
right.
here.
Yes.
All right,
Step into
we'll
the
work
light,
that out
you
there.
three. Come in here. Right here.
So-
oh, yeah. Come a little closer.
Yeah, we see the monitor. Let's
Yes, we can all see. We can see everyone. So, where most shows are just now in the last month or so going back to start filming, you guys are already done, right?
Done.
So well, then this is a nice weekend because you get to get back together.
And you
But
don't have to
weird
work.
that you're already done. I mean, how do you?
It is weird. We've always been on a different schedule than the other shows, but we have been looking forward to this weekend. Like the thing that kept the tears a little bit at bay was knowing that we had this weekend soon after we wrapped. You know? Yeah.
It's not like it wasn't a forever goodbye that day.
Yeah. Simple as that.
Yes.
So then, what is it about this cast, the magic behind the scenes between all of you?
It's this one.
I think it's this one.
Yeah, and this
It's-
one, and yeah, the whole.
It's probably
It's Ted, right?
it's Ted.
Yeah, it is Ted.
It's Ted. It's probably me.
It might be you.
I think
so.
it's Chidi, because
Yeah.
Chidi's character is Nigerian, and I'm Nigerian.
Hey,
so
represent.
That's
go.
it.
All right.
That's
all
what
right.
it's always been.
Janet's a close second.
Not bad. We do have.
I'm dead last.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, like, there is no one person, right? We just all love each other. Any, like, grouping of each other, whether it's 2 of us or 6 of us or 3 of us, like, we very much enjoy each other.
Yeah, the fact that we love each other, I
Yeah.
think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That's
And
not always the
and
case.
we all liked each other everyone on that set is a top-notch human being.
And
so
truly, like, from the top to the bottom, the writers, Mike Schur, down, I mean, everybody. We really lucked out.
Speaking of the writers, it truly is one of the smartest shows on television. And these scripts wrestle with some of the most existential questions ever, and happens to make it all funny. I mean, you, Mr. Ethics.
I know.
Yeah.
But I find myself often Googling all of these storylines, like, oh, wow, that's actually true, or that adds up. What is that like for you, reading through these scripts and encountering things that to me, grad school level work right there?
Well, we often find ourselves Googling these storylines and figuring out what's up.
A lot of Googling.
Um,
And Will does a lot of reading.
Oh yeah.
Like, we
He
don't
has to.
have to do that.
I just get the occasional fart joke, and that's my job. But Will, he has.
It's important though.
Yeah.
It is, right? And for me, because my character knows everything in the universe, there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm just like, I'm not going to do anything. Whereas Will, he does a lot of the
He puts in the work.
I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about, or at least pretend. And so I just give myself a passing understanding of it, and just like hope I don't trip up.
It's like people in Grey's Anatomy say the same thing about having to learn all of that, the doctor lexicon and all that. Right.
All right, last question. No blood. Even though you've had some bloody moments on the series.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, you have. Okay, last question. If you had to watch one show for all of eternity, what would it be?
Okay. Great question. I'm going to say Friends, because it is what I do anyway. So then I know that I can watch it for all of eternity. So I'm going Friends.
Oh, you up next.
Oh man. I'd probably have to say A Different World.
Yes. Good one.
Yes.
That is a good one. Also very unexpected, but I love it.
I love that show so much. I
so
loved it. It's so good.
I know my parents love me.
You do.
I may come one day. Now that I'm ready.
Did we buy the rights to this?
Oh, we can't afford this. All right, it's been a pleasure. Bye, guys.
show?
Oh, The Office. Let's keep it in the family. The Office.
There we go.
Yes.
All right. Guys, congrats on the show. And of course, we can't wait.
Yes.
Well, we can't wait. We don't want to say goodbye, but we have to. So,
Well,
yeah.
let's just say good place.
That's true.
We won't say
That's
goodbye.
true.
Good place. Good place.
Have a great night, guys. Bye. Thank you. All right, we
had a
have more
different world
coming in.
moment. We've had some
I know, right? That was a great
singing.
moment.
Jump
Hello, hello.
over here in that
Hi, how are
jumpsuit.
you?
Yes. And suspenders.
Oh, I didn't even know so. Suspenders with the wow, that's really
right.
cool.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, this weekend we're heading in, of course, we're here celebrating the best in TV
Yes.
this weekend. What to you is the best? What's the one you're rooting for when they open that envelope Sunday night? What do you want to hear?
Gosh, for which category? I mean,
I
there's so many choices
It's
and
true.
so many incredible nominees, so many incredible shows.
Best drama, best comedy.
Oh gosh, best drama, best comedy. I mean, I can't really choose a favorite, and it's something that I'm not sure it's even nominated. It was Fleabag, which is like
It
my
is.
favorite.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely nominated.
Yes, that's right. She's not. I mean, it's nominated for a number of things.
Phoebe's nominated, the show's nominated,
Yeah.
Good
everybody's
pick.
nominated.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you don't
good
have
choice.
to
A
worry
lot of
about
people
that.
are saying that, which makes me wonder. We're hearing a lot of Succession. We're hearing a lot of Fleabag. I think we might hear it called Saturday night. Or
I need
Sunday
to
night.
catch up on my Succession, but I first season was yeah.
Right.
You know, before becoming a working actor, some people have got to work a lot of crazy gigs to be able to keep the bills, pay the bills, keep the lights on so they can follow their passion.
That's right.
What's the craziest or oddest thing you had to do to keep the lights on?
You know, I came from opera, actually, so that's when I was doing my crazy jobs. Like, I was a Jameson girl at one point, and I was a bartender and bar back and all of that. But now, you know, when I started doing theater, and then before getting into the on-camera work, I didn't really have another job, fortunately. So I just started, it was all in my opera days that I had the side jobs. So
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
So
pretty
hit
cool.
the ground running and just make it work. That's what you got to do, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
We're going to let you go
congratulations.
inside
Yeah.
and have some fun.
Have a great night.
It's a good time
Go in there,
in
make sure
there.
the bartender gets your drink right.
Oh, I will. I will.
Fantastic.
You can make sure of that.
Have a great night.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. All right.
All right.
Hello.
How to get away
Oh
with
boy.
murder.
Oh boy. This previous season when you came in and shook things up.
Sure did.
It shook up the show. It shook up like the energy. Yeah, because everyone's like, "Who is this dude and what is he doing here?"
You smell delicious, by
is
the way.
that you?
What is that?
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Thank you. I appreciate that. That means more to me than you look good. You know.
You smell divine.
Thank you.
It's working for you, yeah. And then we got so distracted by the beautiful
Focus,
aromas.
Gerrad,
Yes, but
focus.
anyway, the last season. Okay, so really shook things up. Of course, it was kind of a crazy, very twisted season. So where in this final season, what should we expect?
You know, hopefully the fans get the ending that they want for all their favorite characters, and I think you can expect people to, you know, die. Can I say that? I think I can say. Anyway, I think people are gonna. This is my thought. I think people are gonna die. Hopefully, you know, everybody just meets their maker and pays for everything they've done. I feel like it'll make great TV.
Well, thank you so much
Yeah.
for being here.
Thank you.
Go inside and live. Live
Enjoy.
it up.
Have
Live
a
it up
great
for
night.
us.
Congrats on the show. Thank you. Thanks.
Oh, he smells delicious.
Yes. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Come on in here. So nice to see you. Great. She got the black memo as well. I love it. I love it. Looking great.
Easy, right?
Yes. And by the way, congrats on the new music.
Thank you.
I mean, what, 10 years you said? Is that what you said on Instagram? 10 years in the making?
Been a decade since I've had music out there. It's nice to be back.
How did you know you were ready to return to the music?
I've known for a minute. I've always, I've missed it so much, but I feel like around a year ago, I really sort of dug my heels in and said, no one's going to do this for me. If this is something I'm truly passionate about, like, it's got to come from me, and here we are.
It's nice to take a detour into a colossal hit show, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
A slight detour,
Yeah.
sure, yes.
But a detour in which you've actually been able to touch on music with the character. So that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like that's sort of what helped lead me back to it as well, is like dipping my toes into that musical water with the show.
I was going to ask if Rebecca has inspired Mandy.
Yeah. Rebecca's definitely inspired me to get back out there.
You know, watching the show is cathartic for all of us. I mean, I can't watch it without tissues.
Yeah.
When you're filming these scenes, particularly the ones that just rip you to the core, is it cathartic for you as well?
It's cathartic. Yeah, I think for all of us. And it's emotional for all of us too, and the crew included. Like, sometimes people will come up after particularly, traumatic scenes and be like, whoa, like we all sort of collectively need to like take a deep breath together. Yeah.
When you're filming a show that can be that intense and that emotional, what do you do off camera to bring a little levity to the space?
Luckily, we have a tremendous ensemble of like truly funny human beings, like from Sterling's hilarious and Chris Sullivan and Justin Hartley. I mean, Chris is ridiculous. So it's like, I feel like especially when I'm working with those guys, there tends to be just like a natural sort of built-in levity and sense of humor. But beyond that, like you just gotta find those moments to like shake it off. Go home, have a glass of wine, listen to some fun music on the way home. Like, I don't know, anything to like shake it off.
Speaking of glass of wine,
Yeah.
get on in there and have
Yeah.
a glass or two for
I'm
us.
going to.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, and good luck Sunday. Congrats
you
on the
so much.
nomination. Yeah,
Thank
of course.
you. Thank
All right.
you.
Bye. And we have some folks from another fantastic show nominated for so many things. Oh, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Marvelous
Hello,
Mrs.
how are you? Welcome.
Good,
Get on
good.
in here.
I'm good.
Congrats, huge congrats on the just like phenomenal success of this show. It's one of those that I was a little late getting started, and people are like, why have you not started watching this show yet? I'm like, I know, I'm sorry.
There's
But,
so much out
I
there,
got
yeah.
through it in first season in less than a week, I think. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, you have to commit. But on the flip side, the commitment on your guys' part is there because the dialogue is so fast and snappy and there's so much of it. Have you ever worked this hard in your life?
Well, no, I don't think. I mean,
in terms of from a script to dialogue perspective.
in terms of acting-wise, no, I don't think so. I mean, I've had some real terrible jobs before, but no, this is the best. I mean, yeah, it's hard work, but it's the best job I've ever had, so I don't take it for granted at all.
You mentioned terrible jobs. We've been asking people,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
the oddest thing or the most challenging thing you've had to do to keep the lights on before you became a successful working actor?
Well, I worked for my dad. It was
Life imitating art, imitating life.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yes. No, he's a lawyer, and I was working in his firm, and he has since said that I was the worst employee he's ever had.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, he was right though. I was pretty terrible. I think I took that for granted. I would show up late, and because what was he gonna do? Fire me? So yeah, no, that was it was a fine job. I just hated it.
I remember last year on the Emmys carpet when we talked to you, season 2, I think had been like a premiere date had just been announced, and you said, seriously, you guys, get ready. Season 2, I don't know if you knew it could be any better than season 1, but it truly is.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? You guys have already started filming 3?
We're done.
Already done.
We finished like 2 weeks ago.
Wow. Okay. So how does it?
It's terrible. It's awful.
It's awful.
Just get ready.
No
Two
one's
in,
gonna
it's
watch.
all downhill from
It's
here.
all downhill.
No, honestly, I mean this in all sincerity, I think it's the best one yet. I saw the first episode of this new season, and I'm not going to give anything away, but it blew me away. And
Give it all away, please, right now. Tell us everything.
Well, she tries stand-up, and
Again?
Joel is jealous. Yeah,
But
no.
she goes on tour with the big R&B pop star of the moment.
I guess. I think so, yeah.
She leaves a doctor.
There's a lot of stuff that happens in it, and I'm not allowed to say anything. Or I really want to keep this job. I told you how much I love it, so...
We're trying
yeah.
to get anything from you. It's fine though.
But it's amazing. It's really amazing.
Well, and it's amazing to watch. Really, just a phenomenal show. If you are not watching, do it, binge it right away.
And we're so happy that you're not a lawyer.
Yeah,
Now,
too.
get on inside and have a
It
good
worked
old
out well
no,
for you.
no,
It's
but
just
just not for you.
It worked out well
no.
for you. Yeah.
No, yeah.
You know what is for you? Our party. Get on in there and have a
there's
good
a
time.
party?
There's
There
a
is.
party.
Get in there and
honey.
have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
Thanks.
Have a great night. Oh, so we are about at the end of everything here. Still some folks coming in, but listen, we've talked to about 400 people here in the span of an hour, I think. 401 maybe.
We had a good time.
Yeah, we did. We heard a lot of Succession.
Right.
We heard a lot of
Fleabag. We heard a lot about odd jobs that people
Yes,
work
we did.
to keep
We
the
did.
lights on before they became working actors.
Before we go, though, and say goodbye, you left us with a cliffhanger earlier. Your show, the one show you would take with you on a desert island.
I think right now, of the current season, it would probably be Succession. I have to go with the crowd on this one.
Mhm.
The Roy family had me at hello.
Yeah,
They
well,
did.
They're so compelling and crazy and entertaining in the best way. I mean, I know like a show it's not currently on. Well, it is in reruns every day. But from current shows, I think I would have to go with. I love Superstore. I love the Goldbergs. Any of those I would go with. I love them all.
Well, you know
Some
what?
nostalgia.
You go inside the
All right,
party.
you
I'm
come
going to
with
hang
me.
out here and interview more people. I'm just
No,
kidding.
no. Get in
Party's
there.
over.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much
Yeah.
for being here. We had a grand old time.
Yeah.
Happy Emmys weekend.
Yeah, and be sure to tune in Sunday. We will be live on the red carpet. So tune in then. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Have a great night.